Hello people from the internet, this is Arleth, and for today's video I asked ChatGPT to give me a list of controversial questions to answer for this video. I kind of just skimmed through them, and to be honest, they're not really controversial. They're more so I would say thought-provoking questions. But yeah, they're still pretty interesting, and she gave me, say she's she gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different topics with 5 questions each. Let me show you. Here are the questions. You got controversial personal and social takes, beauty, skincare and appearance, healing, trauma and growth, psychology, identity and self-image, and spiritual and esoteric beliefs. So I will try to get through all those questions because some of them I feel like I can just answer them real quick. But yeah. Before I start, I want to say... Okay. Quick disclaimer. I'm sorry, you can barely even see my eyes with this, but I do need my glasses to look at the screen. In the last video, my very first video, I mentioned that my laptop's battery isn't working and I wasn't able to fix it, unfortunately, not yet. Basically, I bought the battery, but it was the wrong one, and now I can't return it or exchange it, so that fucking sucks, and they are not cheap. So you will hear the fan on the laptop go off a lot, like right now, but it'll get worse. Another thing I want to say before I start the video is that, I mean, it's not like I am YouTube famous or anything, but don't take this too seriously. At the end of the day, this is just my opinion. My opinion can change literally tomorrow. So, I don't know, I just feel like people take everything too serious now, and people are too sensitive, and it's annoying. But anyways, let's get right into it. First question says, does everyone deserve forgiveness? Technically, yes. If you're someone that, fucked up and you're asking for forgiveness because you hurt this person and you're asking them to forgive you, and you really mean it, and you're willing to change and you learn from it and blah blah, you deserve forgiveness. However, that doesn't mean that things will always go the way that you want it. You deserve to forgive yourself as much as you deserve forgiveness from that other person. However, you won't always get the forgiveness from that other person. I hope that makes sense. And that's my thought on that. Second question. Can you be friends with someone who has completely different morals or beliefs? Yes. You don't have to have the same morals or beliefs to be friends with someone. I don't think that. The third question says, do you believe in soulmates, or is it just timing and compatibility? That one's a really tough one for me, because I've read about it and I hear people talking about it, like soulmates and twin flames and all that, and I don't know, I can side with both of these. I believe in these are both true. It's kind of like with zodiac signs. I don't think I believe it's 100% true, but I definitely think that there's truth behind it. So I believe that there is a reason why people believe in soulmates and the twin flames and stuff, because there has to be truth to it. We're talking spirituality and psychology here, and these are both true. So I guess, yeah, to a certain extent, I do believe in soulmates, but I also believe in compatibility. Now, the fourth question reads, should people really cut off their families for their peace? Yes. Yes, only if they want to. Nobody is forced to do it, but if you think it's necessary, if your family is just draining your energy, then yeah, why not? The fifth question says, is it possible to outgrow someone you still love? Yes, I think it is possible. I think you can outgrow someone and still love them. I don't know why I put these on. You can understand that this person and you are not working out together anymore in a relationship, and still acknowledge that you love them. Okay, now my back is getting tired, and like I can't lean back because like, or I mean I guess I can, but like it's not gonna look very nice. Beauty, skincare, and appearance. Is wearing makeup empowering or does it feed insecurity? Both. I like wearing makeup because if today I'm in this like, or carrying or embodying or radiating this certain energy, makeup helps me enhance that, if that makes sense. So if today I'm feeling a little more bold and like confident, then you know, a black eyeliner will help me embrace that and enhance it. However, sometimes I don't want to wear makeup and then I feel insecure because I think I don't look as good. I think for me, makeup does both. It empowers me, but at the same time, it makes me insecure. The second question for this topic reads, do you think people should be honest about their cosmetic procedures online? In short, no. Because no one is obligated to share everything about themselves. But at the same time, if a celebrity had cosmetic procedures done and like in an interview they asked them and they said no, I'd be like, okay, like I do think like girl, it's pretty obvious that you have cosmetic procedures done. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, like, if you don't want to share, like, whatever. That's, at the end of the day, it's your life. I guess, yes, I do believe that they should be honest, but nobody's forced to. Like, just let people be, you know? For the third question on this topic, it says, are natural features becoming trendy again or still being filtered to perfection? They're still being filtered to perfection. Like every time I see like a post on TikTok about like it'll read something like insecurities that are actually beautiful, and then it'll be something like, I don't know, like wide set eyes, and then they'll show a girl with like wide set eyes, but she's like completely beautiful and completely meets like the social beauty standards, and I'm like, next question. Next is healing, trauma, and growth. So for this topic, the first question reads, does healing actually have an endpoint, or are we always a little wounded? No, healing doesn't actually have an endpoint, and we are always a little wounded. I think we are always like a little wounded, but that doesn't mean we're always just walking around with like this heaviness on us. We could be a little wounded but still be at peace. The next question says, can someone really change after hurting you, or is that false hope? Yeah, why not? It just takes a lot of emotional maturity for someone to change, and awareness and emotional maturity. Third question, should people always go to therapy, or are there other valid paths to healing? In short, no. I mean, like, I actually believe that people should go to therapy every now and then at some point in their lives, because everybody goes through shit and everybody needs that little bit of guidance. But yeah, I think there's other paths to healing. I mean, I am not as consistent with therapy anymore, but I practice a lot of spirituality, and that has helped me so much. Do toxic people know they're toxic? No. Well, yes and no. Like, some people can be aware of it, but they just get stuck there. Like, they don't know how to change, how to improve. Or some, like, other people, they don't know that they're toxic because they think their behaviors are justified. And it doesn't always mean it's malicious. It's just they think they have reasons to have, or they have valid reasons to act the way that they're acting. My laptop is about to die. Hopefully I can make it to the end of the video. Because I was charging it, but I had an extension because there's no plug in here or outlet in here. So they took the extension. Ah, fuck, it just died. I'm gonna have to look up the questions on my phone and write them down on this whiteboard. BRB. They are here. Let's get right into it. Next topic is psychology, identity, and self-image. And the first question reads, are you responsible for how others perceive you? No, the fuck? Why is that like my responsibility? I mean, I can have an influence on it, but it's not my responsibility. Next question, number 2. Should people be allowed to reinvent themselves completely, or is that fake? Yeah, why wouldn't they be allowed? However, like, you are allowed to, like, I fully support it, but if you're doing this with the purpose of, like, running away from something, then, like, some part of you, you're not gonna go very far, and you're always just gonna come back to it. It's like Joe Goldberg, you know, he tried, like in the show You, he tried to reinvent himself so many times because he was running away from a part of him that he didn't want to acknowledge. And in the end, he always ended up coming back to that same person, which is himself, that he was running away from. But I do believe that you can do this in a healthy way. Third question, is jealousy in a relationship always a red flag? I think not. I don't care if you have like a tendency to get jealous. I care about what you do about it. If you're aware of it and you're working on it, then no, it's not a red flag. We all have insecurities and fears, and just because they have this like negative connotation, it doesn't mean it's a red flag. Just be aware of it and try to do something about it. Don't make me responsible for it. Next question, number 4. Should everyone know their attachment style, or does it box you in? That one's a really good one, and I think it is beneficial to know your attachment style, but once again, you need to be smart, emotionally aware, and mature to not let that define you, because with labels and stuff, it can be easy to let it define us. But no, it's just, they're just there to put a name to things, and putting a name to things makes it easier to understand them, you know. Plus, one time my therapist said we have different attachment styles depending on who we're with. So yeah, I believe that's true. Are zodiac signs a real influence or just vibes? I already answered this one, actually. I do believe there's truth to it. And for the last topic, spiritual and esoteric beliefs. Interesting. So, the first question reads, can you manifest love with someone specific, or is that manipulation? That's pure manipulation. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. It just seems like, yeah, it's not healthy. It's obsessive. And even if you're like, no, but like, it feels right. Like, no, babe, you're just being obsessive. Okay. The second question on this topic reads, do you think crystals, tarot, and spiritual practices can go too far? Yes. I mean, it depends on what you mean by too far, but regardless, yes, I think you can go too far with everything. Everything and anything. Like, you need to have a balance with things. Third question, is karma real or just a comforting idea? So, you attract what you are. Everything that you attract is a reflection of you. It makes me cringe a little when people use the word karma, because like, oh my gosh, like, you're gonna get your karma, because these are just people that for the most part, they just hear the word on the internet and then they overuse it. The way they see it is just like, oh my god, you hurt me, so someone is gonna hurt you because you hurt me, and like that's it. Like, I think people think of it as a comforting idea, but in reality, you attract what you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 4. Should people charge money for spiritual services? I mean, we pay money to go to the doctor, so why not? And plus, we live in America. Like, we're all just finding a way to survive here. Like, girl, go get your money. Boy, go get your money. If you have to charge for that, then, like, yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to, but, like, everybody charges for their services. Like, on anything. And last question on this topic and overall. Do you believe in life after death, and what does it feel like? This one, it's such a great last question, but I hate it because it's so hard. Like, I think about this more often than I realize, and I still, like, I don't have an answer, and that's why I think about it so much. I don't know if I believe in life after death. I always wonder, I'm like, is there life after death? Is there just nothing? Are we reborn? Are we just like energy that's just like floating around? Or I don't know. And to my 5 viewers, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't have an answer for this one. I will definitely continue to think about that, and let me know what you think. I am honestly so tired. It's 11 already, and I've been tired since like the afternoon. Like, I've been wanting to take a nap. I just want to lay down and go to sleep. But if you watch this whole thing, or even like part of it, if you engaged in my video, I really appreciate it, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. I'm actually feeling really excited to make more videos now. Hopefully I will get to do more of that in the future, and yeah, once again, thank you for engaging, and I will see you next time.